NBC us. NBC us.
NBC, our new superstars. Great movie nights. Star-studded specials. And old favorites, all on NBC's new fall season.
NBC us.
Now, NBC, our new series, Jack Albertson in Grandpa Goes to Washington.
Sleep through your enamel hardware courses, learn your history of houseplants and all the other garbage they teach you here. And come back tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something, which will be a little unusual for this Georgia.
Dean Zimmer wants to see you.
Now what'd I do?
You celebrated a birthday? That's what you did. The mandatory retirement age is 65.
So what happens to 65?
Well, you're 66, you're retired.
Governor Bonks is now considered a virtual shoo-in candidate as our next senator. You blame Governor Bonks for the garbage strike?
I blame Governor Bonks for everything. Actually, your reason for being in the city today, sir, is to resell to your brother-in-law, the well-known used car dealer, last year's government limousines, which you purchased on Tuesday at a closed auction for $1 apiece.
He just said that Bonks was selling state property to his brother-in-law.
How does a college professor know something that we don't?
Oh, that's easy. He has friends in low places.
You know, I think we got Governor Bonks.
Kelly's got him. We don't.
We got him if we got Kelly. How would you like to be a United States Senator?
Now, what's the inducement?
$57,000 per annum.
Where do I sign?
You got my vote. And anything else you may want.
Our next senator is going to be Josephus Kelly.
And there'll be a family waiting for you in Washington, won't there? Grandchildren, a daughter-in-law, and a son. Yes. Who has a high post with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, I understand. That's true. What does he do? Well, he works at the Pentagon, so obviously he doesn't do anything.
Oh, excuse me.
For Senator Kelly, Mr. President.
Yes, well, good luck.
Thank you, sir. You know, I think I'm going to like it here. Oh, how much does he make?
Watch out, Washington. Grandpa's on his way. Sword of Justice. This is Jack Cole. He was rich. He had everything. Until...
Can you explain these checks totaling more than $2 million? Is that your signature?
I believe it's mine.
And you just signed them blindly?
I never questioned my father's judgment.
Guilty of 25 counts of violating the federal penal code. Sentence to be 5 consecutive years in Lewiston Federal Penitentiary.
The frame-up puts Jack in prison and his mother into her grave.
Died believing I stole that money from my father.
Jack, there's a whole level of crime going on in this country that few people realize. It's way above the law, almost impossible to deal with. Somehow they do things, make them look right, while underneath it's just as criminal as...
Look, I don't need you to tell me what it's like underneath. You know how rotten the top can look until you've seen it from the bottom.
In prison, Jack makes an important decision.
They say this place is a college.
Well, I want to go to school.
So you want to know about burglar alarms, huh?
You never know when precision acrobatics will come in handy.
So you want to know about second story work, huh?
And any lock can be picked if you got the right tools and the right touch.
Back on the outside, Jack begins his battle against criminals beyond the law. Using every trick of the trade he learned so well at his crime school. While he seems to be a playboy interested in nothing but pleasure and romance, Jack Cole is a crusader against crime. When he's about to close in, he leaves his calling card. Anyone who gets it knows his number is up. Sword of Justice. Bad news for criminals. Great news for viewers. The Waverly Wonders. Joe Namath stars in The Waverly Wonders as a new teacher coach whose principal problem is his principal.
Come on, Linda.
Perhaps for professional reasons, you ought to call me Ms. Harris. All right, Mr. Casey?
Casey. Just plain Casey. I'm easy.
I'll bet you are.
Casey winds up teaching more than history. He's also teaching communication.
I started out by talking to my dog. You know, sit spot. Roll over spot. You know, simple things. Well, that wasn't too hard, so I started talking to people.
But Joe's on his own turf when he coaches the Waverly Wonders. And the wonder is how they play basketball at all.
I'm here to try out for the team.
Perfect.
I can't say I'm sorry to see you go, Mr. Casey, but you could at least have the courtesy to give me time to find a replacement.
You could replace him with a monkey.
He's right. Let him teach history. Look, I'm not quitting anything. I just happen to be the kind of guy that can tell when something's not going to work out. And this is not going to work out.
Bull.
What?
Yeah, I said bull. You want to know something? You're just a lot of talk. You go up there and you make me stand up in front of class. And then you yell at me in practice and you tell us all that stuff about your dog. Well, you know, I think you're lying. I bet you don't even have a dog. And I don't think you even saw Benji.
Now, Casey's got a score of his own to settle.
So I'm staying. I'll see you around, pinch face.
And you be sure to come around and see Joe in The Waverly Wonders. Lifeline, a real-life drama.
Dr. Judson Graves Randolph, Surgeon-in-Chief at Children's Hospital National Medical Center in Washington, D.C., is going to work. But unlike the rest of us, his skills and the decisions he makes will be a matter of life and death. This is Lifeline. The doctor and his patients are real. The events are all true. The Vargas infant was born 5 hours ago with a swallowing deficiency. Surgery is necessary.
Got a left arch, so we make a standard incision on the right side. Try to find that pouch if we can. Well, why don't you look at it and see what you can do, and I'll be down there in a little bit, and we'll just see what's reasonable. We just can't wait till 6:30. Now, Bert, are you all ready for us to open the trachea? Let's don't cut the end ones. Let's cut everything but the end ones. Okay, Bob, I'll leave him in your hands. I'm going to go talk to the mother.
Yes?
Hi, it's Dr. Randolph.
Hi, Dr. Randolph.
Your baby boy looks awful good to us over here. We just finished the operation, and he seems fine.
It is crucial for Dr. Randolph to find time away from the strain of his profession and relax with his family.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
Free.
And play cards with his friends.
And what do we need to open? Anything.
But Dr. Randolph knows he plays for the highest stakes, human life, and he is brought back to a different kind of reality when the Vargas infant takes a turn for the worse.
Let's go see his x-ray. We clearly, you got to do something or you got a dead baby, Judd.
It's gonna be fluid. I gotta get that stuff out of there. For your baby, it's either 100% or no percent, and percentages don't mean very much, do they?
Another operation for the Vargas infant.
Why don't you get a needle and a 20cc syringe?
And another long night for Dr. Randolph.
Ms. Vargas. Hi, it's Dr. Randolph. I want to give you some news about your little baby boy. Things are a lot better by having got that fluid out of his lung. And I'm very encouraged. I want you to start looking on the bright side, because I think he's going to be all right. So glad to have that thing out of his throat, you see. Yeah. And so am I. That's great.
I'm really
So am I. Doctor, how are you? She'll be bringing Dr. Randolph when she comes. She'll be bringing Dr. Randolph when she comes.
Lifeline, a true life and death drama. Each week, another doctor, another hospital, another life on the line.
It's new, it's special. Dick Clark Live Wednesday.
My new show is something special. It will present everyone you want to know about, see, and applaud. As a matter of fact, we've taken some of the elements of the successful Dick Clark's good old days, which, I'm proud to say, did phenomenally well against the first game of the World Series. Incorporated those moments into a variety show that's gone short, pacey, and live. It crosses the generations, spans all of the performing arts. Headliners, fad fakers, the greatest and the latest, the concerts, reunions, spectacles, stunts. Whether it's a flash from the past or a glimpse of tomorrow, if it interests you, then we've got it. There's nostalgia with a twist. Updates on celebrities out of the headlines. What are they doing? Where are they now? That sort of thing. But the key is entertainment. Presented in the tempo of the day, the latest word in sights, sounds, and stars. It's Dick Clark Live Wednesday.
The Eddie Capra Mysteries. This is Eddie Capra. He solves murders. His staff is small, devoted, and learning how he works.
Maybe it's all wrong, but I'll bet a cheeseburger deluxe that Mr. Pendragon's name used to be Charles Arthur King.
You've got to be kidding.
Check all the colleges and universities and find out which one had a Charles Arthur King enrolled in a course in journalism probably 1957-58.
Wait a minute, where'd you get all that?
Book's called Advanced Journalistic Technique. It's a basic text, and since most of the pages have passages underlined, Charlie was probably a student.
Well, yeah, but...
Check out alumni records and find out where he went after graduation. Okay? Any questions?
His methods are 100% Capra and full of surprises.
I fail to see how you could drive in here through locked iron gates.
With this. Got a whole bag full of these things. Only took me a couple of minutes to pick out the right one.
Solving murders, even for Capra, can be a dangerous business. But Capra's best weapon is his brain.
I just figured out who killed Charles Pendragon.
Pendragon was stabbed to death.
No, he wasn't, Mr. Gerling. He was shot.
What?
Think about it. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, pitch dark. The bullet goes clear through Pendragon's body and lands where? Anywhere. And no way to find it. Not in the dark. Now, the killer's not going to hang around till morning, because by then, the police will be here. And what do you know? They find it. Ballistics takes one look at that slug, and that's gin. They've got the killer.
Mr. Capra, I don't understand.
The killer had to make sure nobody knew Charlie had been shot. That's why the robe and the PJs were taken, because they were covered with powder burns. And that's why the killer went to the sword, pulled it out of the stone, crossed to the body, and with 5 or 6 strokes, removed all traces of a bullet hole. A little messy, but it did the job.
There's just one thing.
How did I get it out of the stone? Well, you see, it's done with magnets. Electromagnets and a handprint. He had it rigged, so no one else could get that sword out. I brought in a work crew, substituted my handprint for Pendragon's, and... Call Lacey. Tell her you two guys want to taste their terrific lasagna around 8 o'clock tonight. I'll explain the whole thing.
Capra, he'll solve all your problems. Webb.
This is Jack Kiley. I'm Chief of Programming for Trans-American Broadcasting.
This meeting's got him scared. And I got a set of research numbers that could mean Kylie's job.
Gus, what's so important about this meeting?
It's about, television.
Isn't that always what it's all about?
These are the people who pick the shows, plan the schedules. They work for a TV network, a web, and sometimes they get tangled up in it. Pamela Bellwood stars as Ellen Cunningham on her way to the top.
Look, kid, you obviously don't
Please.
Don't call me kid. I'm 29 years old. I've been in television for almost 10 years. I've done film documentaries, specials, and game shows, and for the past year, I've run daytime programming for this network. I think what we ought to do is just cut it up. You know, razzle-dazzle it, turn it into a 3-ring circus, zap from one period to another. Dump most of the dialogue, redo it with narration. Same pictures, different words. Talking about ripping it apart, putting it back together some other way.
But Ellen's life is being ripped apart, too, and she may not be able to put it back together at all.
You're rejecting.
What do you think? All I have to worry about is your problem. Look, it's a whole new season. I have game shows. I've got a serial with new characters. David, I'm a woman with responsibilities. Now, what is going on here? I am writing, editing, producing, directing. I'm doing everything except sweeping up the floor. All of a sudden, I'm a one-man band.
Oh, kid, what's the beef? I sold the idea. I sold you. Now, if you can't deliver what I've sold...
Look, I need help, damn it!
Well, why don't you go to your friend, the boy genius?
I am telling you to let it go. Let them do anything they want with it, but not you, babe. Not you.
David, I am trying to save this thing so that you can be proud of it.
No, you're not.
What you're angry about is that I want to do something, and I want to do it well. And I'd rather do that than be your wife or be your lover or be anything else.
Sorry. It's your ambition, I think, that gets to me. The fact that you want to be something. That you want to be somebody.
What the hell do you mean that I want to be somebody? I am somebody. I am something.
I like it. I like it very much. It's a circus, a great 3-ring circus, an all-American circus. I like the music, the excitement, the swift cuts, the fragmentary nature of it. And Gus here is something of a poet.
Webb, the show about making it in TV, does exactly that this fall. Centennial. James A. Michener's masterpiece comes to NBC with all the vast scope and sweeping drama of his bestseller. With an all-star cast including Richard Chamberlain, Robert Conrad, Raymond Burr, Sally Kellerman, Alex Karras, Barbara Carrera, and Chad Everett. Here are some scenes from the opening segments.
It is a dangerous enterprise. He must come and go through, how many tribes?
Pawnee, Cheyenne, Arapaho, Dakota, Comanche, Ute.
Several thousand Indians and one white man alone. His chances for survival cannot be good.
You can travel in Pawnee land, but for every 5 pelts you take, you must give me 2.
1. Last year you said 1, it is still 1.
Maybe I keep him here. Make sure you come back from St. Louis.
No, we go together, we come back together.
How I know for sure?
Because I am Pasquinel. I come to you unafraid.
I thought I was a gambler, leaving Bavaria to come here, but this man of yours, he is...
Alexander?
He stayed with the Arapaho.
Stayed? Again? Why?
It was my idea. He asked me to stay, but I told him he's the one they respect. Of course, if he'd known about the baby, he'd never have let me talk him into it.
Mon ami, you don't understand what she said. Her father told her to go with me. He knew I would take care of her.
Well, I heard, but Backweiss asked you first, and
Backweiss is in St. Louis.
What about Lisa?
Backweiss will take care of her. He will always take care of her. Tell her I am proud to have her for my wife.
No.
I'm alone. No. We'll start down tomorrow.
In the snow?
I got in. We can get out. Together.
James A. Michener's Centennial. NBC has a galaxy of specials and multi-part movies this fall.
NBC.
star-studded shows with the most celebrated headline entertainers in music and comedy. Best-selling novels that captured the country's imagination come alive in multi-part dramas. Special events filled with excitement, sentiment, and more. The biggest and most popular box office names become NBC stars in these world premiere television movies. It's fun for the whole family when we invite you to NBC all the multi-part movies and specials in our new season. And in addition to series and specials, here are some of the new movies and stars you'll be NBCing this fall on the great movie nights on NBC. Airport 77. Starring Jack Lemmon, Brenda Vaccaro, Christopher Lee, Lee Grant, Joseph Cotton, Olivia de Havilland, James Stewart, George Kennedy, and Darren McGavin. All new, bigger, more exciting than Airport 1975. Airport 77, a private 747, a billionaire's luxurious plaything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you could join us.
I've lost contact with 23 Sierra.
6:04 p.m. Flight 23 crashes into the Bermuda Triangle.
You get down!
6:09 p.m. Passengers still alive, trapped underwater.
Chambers flew us a couple 100 miles off course. The search planes will never look for us.
There's no chance of
We're on our own.
What'll we do? Calm down. Run out of the airport.
I said calm down!
My daughter and my grandson are on that plane.
Don't get too close to the door.
Panic in an underwater tomb. Can they be saved? An unforgettable adventure. Airport 77 with an all-star cast. King Kong. On an American merchant vessel off Surabaya, the crew discovers a stowaway.
And landing on the beach of the Skull, where he heard the roar of the greatest beast.
And rescues a beautiful castaway.
She's alive!
You know, maybe my luck has changed.
It has. It's run out. Saved from the sea, only to face the most incredible giant on the face of the earth, on an uncharted island that is the home of the creature called Kong. The most exciting original motion picture event of all time. King Kong. A fantastic adventure, unlike anything you've ever experienced before.
Flood the tank! She fell in!
With Jeff Bridges, Charles Grodin, and Jessica Lange as the beauty who charmed the beast, and starring the eighth wonder of the world, King Kong. The Cassandra Crossing. You're going for a ride on the Transcontinental Express, and it's one you'll never forget. Sophia Loren, Richard Harris, Burt Lancaster, Ava Gardner, and O.J. Simpson.
Now listen carefully, Doctor. There's a plague carrier on that train. Find him, Doctor. The entire train will be completely sealed at Nuremberg.
The train is sealed, the passengers trapped. And the train is speeding toward the Cassandra Crossing.
The Cassandra Crossing. It's unsafe. Any passengers attempting to escape from that train must be stopped, shot, and killed.
You're all going to die.
The Cassandra Crossing. The other side of the mountain.
I'm Jill Kenmont, and I ski!
Jill Kenmont was going to the Olympics, and one more race would make it official.
You're going to be building up a lot of speed coming into that middle section, one they call the corkscrew. If you come into it too fast, you're going to go straight up.
The true story of a beautiful woman who died one afternoon on a hillside, only to be reborn on the other side of the mountain.
The spinal cord's completely severed.
I'm going to walk out of this place. And if you tell anybody anything different,
I'm gonna make you look damn silly.
Then a very special man entered her life and gave her the courage to live again.
I don't care if you can't ski. And I don't care if you can't walk. I don't care if you crawl around like a lizard.
I think you're beautiful.
Marilyn Hassett and Beau Bridges star in The Other Side of the Mountain. Audrey Rose. The mother, the father, the child, the stranger.
He's going to harm us. It's Ivy he's after.
The past, the present, the nightmare, the terror.
I saw her burn her hands on a cold window.
Marsha Mason and Anthony Hopkins in Audrey Rose. The novel of reincarnation is now a spellbinding motion picture.
Never the child!
We're both a part of this child.
It will alter your ideas about life after death forever. And that's only the beginning. There's more. The Prisoner of Second Avenue, Neil Simon's smash comedy starring Jack Lemmon and Anne Bancroft. Paul Newman is the Macintosh Man in John Huston's international thriller. Jane Fonda and Donald Sutherland in Steelyard Blues. Patton, George C. Scott in his extraordinary Academy Award-winning performance. What's Up, Doc, starring Barbara Streisand and Ryan O'Neal. St. Ives, Charles Bronson and Jacqueline Bisset in a chilling drama of bribery and murder. Burnt Offerings, starring Betty Davis, Karen Black, and Oliver Reed. The Drowning Pool, starring Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. These are only some of the stars and box office hits coming this fall on The Great Movie Nights on NBC.
See the superstars shining bright. See the new shows that are hot. Things are happening every night. Come and see what we've got. NBC us. NBC us. See a special that will make you smile. See the drama of the year.